Well, Mark, as our CEO, you might be lucky that you are at a data consulting company. We've taken broad strokes and you've inspired us to test out these AI tools and make sure our systems are as modern as possible, and it's a requirement for our system. But we are going to start to see more and more separation between the companies that are investing and embracing tools and modern systems and those who are either because they're nervous or because they're unsure, or because everything is moving too fast in the industry that they're just saying, pause, I'm going to just wait and see when everything clears. And when the dust clears, do you think you'll see a difference between the companies that are acting now and those that are holding back?
Absolutely. We work with a lot of companies that, if they do nothing, then their competitors are going to surpass what they're doing, or their team is going to suffer from an efficiency standpoint. I mean, we work with, to give an example, in the financial sector, we work with, for example, private equity firms that own portfolio companies, and if they don't do things to improve the operations of those portfolio companies, then they can't drive the value of those businesses, right? And so a lot of that is done through IT. If they do nothing, the value of those businesses is not going to go up. Now, they're willing to spend on AI development for those, or how do we streamline operations and get data in a better situation? How do we improve our metrics, KPIs, et cetera? But by doing nothing, they're just going to sit stagnant and, unfortunately, most likely not going to increase the value of the company or not going to increase the efficiencies of those companies.
I think that makes sense to me. From the technical angle, I think one silver lining is there's still time to act. There have been a lot of companies that have tried some of the early versions of some of these AI tools, and they haven't quite unlocked exponential value, but I can't say the same for a year from now. There's a good chance we're sitting here in a year saying, hey, if you don't already have some live systems and live agents kind of doing your work, you're probably already behind, and you might not now have the market share or the revenue to make the investments you need to catch up. I think that seems possible, but right now you can still get these tools spun up really quickly. You can get value right away. You can build from there. And I think that's hopefully going to provide opportunities for companies that have maybe been holding back, give them a chance to still leap in before it's a little too late.
I think there's a lot of companies that are holding back. I mean, there's recent McKinsey studies that showed a very small single-digit percentage of AI projects are actually in production and viewed as successful, right? So that means that there's obviously a huge opportunity in commercial. I think public sector is maybe even a little more behind, where huge swaths of industry have not yet really seen an AI project in production to show value, which I think is even more important, why it's very important to bring in a partner like Red Oak Strategic and say, okay, how do we actually architect this project and look at this project through the lens of something like our 5x5 to say, how are we going to get the most value in the AIR that we do? How do we get the most value out of this project and make sure that it's actually positive and returns the ROI in production, so that we're not one of those 90-something% that are not happy with their AI deployments right now.
Right, and it's our job and responsibility as the engineering partner to help make those tough decisions. Say, hey, this isn't the best fit, this is a stronger value for you. We do that through our services. And then it's our job to build production patterns. And luckily, now that we've had some production success, we get to go back and say, we know that this works. We have it working for our other customers. They've seen a lot of success. There's no more guessing game. There's less uncertainty than there was 6 months ago. And there's more and more proven patterns that are consistently providing value, and we can help deploy those because we've done it before. And I think that's something that we're excited to keep building and keep proving.